Is it just me, or is there always one dreaded area to wax? For me, it's always been arms. I think it's because there's so many details to pay attention to, like the bends of the elbows, wrists, the fingers, lots of grooves, and a lack of perfectly flat surfaces. Skin elasticity varies from person to person, and I feel like I'm constantly having to adjust and reposition to get the wax exactly where I want it. I also feel like in this position, my client is observing and analyzing my every move, which can throw off my focus. I've tried waxing arms from the laying down position, but I feel like I get much better access in the sitting up position. So whatever, I just manage the occasional awkwardness of being so close in each other's personal space. Other things I've noticed working with arms is that it's common for hair to grow in multiple directions and at awkward angles. Though it may seem like an inconvenience to have to apply shorter, smaller strips at an angle versus a few longer strips, the accuracy is so much better when wax is applied with hair growth direction. This is also a common area where people can get hives or irritation if the skin gets overheated and overworked. For all of these reasons, I'd rather put forth extra effort in the beginning to fully assess hair growth pattern and get my pressure and direction of my application strips on point the first attempt, so that I'm not having to go back over areas multiple times. Going over areas more than once is generally safe with hard wax because the wax doesn't remove skin. However, if the skin gets too warm, the wax does take longer to cool down and set, which makes the wax more challenging to remove, and this can cause irritation. I personally prefer to use coral wax when waxing arms because I love how thin it can be applied, and its unique ability to grasp every single hair type has never let me down. If you are someone new to waxing or still struggle with your application technique, coconut, lilac, or crystal clear can certainly be used. Because these waxes are designed to set a little faster, the skin has less risk of getting overheated with multiple passes. All the WAXBARE waxes have a unique flexibility that works really well with the bends and curves of the body for full body waxing. A common question we get from non-professionally trained viewers is, why don't we just use one large strip and remove the hair all at once? And the short answer is because we get a much more precise and effective removal from the hair follicle when we apply the wax in the direction of hair growth and then remove it in the opposite direction. If application is done poorly, such as not applying enough pressure to have the wax make full contact to the skin, or we're not applying it in the proper direction, it is more likely that the hair will simply be pulled and break off, which will leave hair behind. It can also be more painful for the client. Hard wax can be applied in alternative directions of hair growth, such as when doing cleanup strips or attempting to grasp really short hair where the hair growth direction can't be determined, but it is ideal to follow hair growth patterns where possible. We would love to hear your thoughts. Is there a certain area you have challenges with waxing? Let us know where and why.